let's just go through and start comping these and see if we can get like one really great take out of it. Okay, so let's select our comping tool and let's just listen through. Wait. So first of all, I need to split the audio into different segments so I can go through and audition them all as I want and just check that they sound okay. So there's a couple of ways of doing this. First of all, you want to turn off the snap, and then you've got the comping tool, which is good because if you select the audio, then it'll split the audio at the start and finish of the selected area. So split it there, and again, I can sort of split it later on or whatever. Of course, you can just use the split tool as well. So if you've got it selected, and you can just put in splits wherever you want. So that's another way of doing it. And if you haven't got lanes, then there's no problem, because what you would want to do, once you split the audio into like sort of single phrases like I have there just for the first part of the vocal, then you can use the mute tool. And a good way of auditioning all the different parts is to mute everything and then just unmute the different bits that you want to try out. So if you want to, try, say you like the first, I wait, and you don't like the second part, then you can just unmute that and mute the existing one and just sort of go through like that, auditioning the different parts. That's obviously if you haven't got lanes, but if you have, then we'll continue on as we were. So I'm just going to go through and, like I say, just select where I want all these different splits. On every word you say. So I'm on there, on the I wait. So let's just select that. Say I wait for the clouds to clear one day. So I think I can split there. Just want to put this into sort of smallish chunks as possible. I will tell you what you mean to me. One day I will hold you in total ecstasy. I'll be with. I will hold you in total ecstasy. I'll be waiting. Obviously we're onto the chorus vocal now, but that's fine. We'll just go through and continue doing that. Okay, so it's split up into manageable chunks. Now, what you'll notice with the lanes, of course, is that one of them's sort of, the full colour, and the other ones are sort of slightly lighter in colour. So what I can do with the auditioning tool is kind of what I just showed you with the mute tool, and that is I can just click on whichever bit of the take that I want to listen to, and I can just sort of cycle through. So I'm going to start with the first bit. I wait. If I don't like that, I just click on the other one. I wait. It's not bad, it's got a nice beginning to it. I wait on every word you say. I wait. So the first take actually in lane 1 was quite nice. So I'm just going to kind of go through that one first, and then any bits I don't particularly like, I'm just going to just try different takes for it. I wait on every word you say. I wait for the clouds to clear. It's a bit off, that one, so let's try a different one. I wait for the clouds to clear one day. I will tell. See, that day's a bit pitched out, so let's just try a different. Clear one day. I will tell you what you mean to me. And I'm quite liking that, so let's just carry on and see if that sounds okay. I will tell you what you mean to me. Just want to try and get the emotion right there. I will tell you what you mean to me. I will tell you what you mean to me. One day I will hold you in tow. Okay, so that's nice. I'll prefer that one. And I think that just sounds a little bit weak. One day I will hold you. On the hold you. So let's just audition the others. One day I will hold you. It's a bit better. Mean to me. One day I will hold you into. One day I will hold you into. I prefer the last one. I think the U's probably just a little bit out of pitch, but that should be fine. We'll be able to change that later using Vary Audio. So let's carry on. Hold you in total ecstasy. I will hold you in total ecstasy. Hold you in total ecstasy. Solo that. Hold you in total ecstasy. It's not too bad. Okay, so you can see what I've done there, and it's quite straightforward. So obviously you want to go back and just check the thing as a whole, just to make sure none of it sort of stands out. Because obviously when you're auditioning little sections and replaying little sections over and over, you can kind of lose sight of the bigger picture. So it's really important to go back and just play from the beginning. Wait. And just make sure all of the bits that you pick really gels together. And if they don't, then start trying the different takes again. Wait. I'll be waiting. Quite like that. It's not too bad, that one. I'll just check the others anyway. Total ecstasy. I'll be waiting. Maybe a little bit too fiddly there. Ecstasy. I'll be waiting. Really like the end of that, so maybe we'll do a little chop there. I like the start of this. I'll be waiting. So let's just zoom in a bit. And okay, so I want to split this lot. So I don't want a split it. I don't want to use the comping tool for this because it will give me a split at the start and the finish. So I just want to select all of the tracks first using the normal selection cursor, and then select the split tool and just work out exactly. So try and pick an area where there's the minimal volume of audio there so it can switch over nicely. Switch over smoothly, I should say. Okay, so we split that and comping tool again, and I just want to go and select that last bit of that audio. I'll be waiting. I'll be waiting. And then you get like a nice smooth transition. Just check it without the actual track behind it. Make sure there's no horrible little clicks or pops. I'll be waiting. And that's pretty smooth. I'll be waiting for you. And that's not a bad one, but we'll just check the others again. I'll be waiting. About the same, really. I'll be waiting for you. It's a little bit early, timing wise. I'll be waiting for you. So I quite like that. That's fine. We'll leave that as it is. And that already, the next bit already sounds a bit weird. I'll be waiting. Just don't like the way that suddenly comes in, just a bit overemphasized. For you, I'll be waiting. Same sort of thing happening there. I'll be waiting. So that seems to be quite a common thing there. For you, I'll be waiting. I'll be Well, that is definitely the best start, so we'll keep that. But that is a bit better sung, even if it is slightly loud, so I will split that. Select those and just split, and then I will just drag the volume down just a little bit on that one bit of audio, just to, in the hope that it gels it together a bit better. For you, I'll be waiting. There you go. I'll be waiting for you. Okay, that last bit's pretty gnarly, so let's skip that. I'll be waiting for you. Pitch isn't great there, but that's probably correctable. It's nothing too sort of sliding pitch-wise. It's just generally just a little bit out, so that should be sortable, but that's fine. We'll try the other one anyway. I'll be waiting for you. And that's a better take, I think, anyway. I'll be waiting for you. I'll be waiting for you. It's not too bad. Again, so let's have a listen back from, you don't need that first little bit, so we just delete that. Let's just count into the actual recording. So let's just have one more listen through from start to finish. Make sure we're happy. On every word you say, I wait. So I just want to try a different I wait there. I wait. On every word you say, I wait. So just, I prefer this I wait, although the timing is just a little bit wrong, and it's a bit too quick, and obviously it probably needs pitch correction as well. But that's just definitely a nicer I wait. It's got a bit more punch to it and stuff. So later on, we'll actually, when we get into the real finite editing, we'll actually like stretch that out so it fits in nicely. I wait. On every word you say, I wait for the clouds to clear. One day I will tell you what you mean to me. One day I will hold you in total ecstasy. I'll be waiting. I'll be waiting for you. I'll be waiting. I'll be waiting for you. Okay, so I'm happy with that comp. That's sounding pretty good so far. I know what I've got there. I can correct the pitch of, and I can correct any timing errors that are there. So I'm not going to go ahead and show you any more comping. It's really unnecessary. What I've shown you there is really sort of like the meat and potatoes of comping. So there's all like the important bits, just showing you that you can get in there and edit things if you need to at this early stage. But really, you know, the main focus should just be on getting the best parts of the performance and really like help emphasize the message that is supposed to come across in the vocal. So if it's like a more emotional track, then obviously you want that emotion to come through. Or if it's more an aggressive vocal, then you want the aggression to come through and all that sort of thing. So you pick the different takes to get that. And of course, you know, to get takes that are performed well. So like I say, I'm not going to show you anymore. I'm going to continue on and now comp the second verse, the intro into the breakdown, and the harmonies and all the ad-lib bits, and I'm going to comp that down. And I shall see you in the next video where we're going to start looking at timing and pitch correction.